And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. A special walk to save lives of black men is coming to Texas Southern University this Saturday. Now, the event has traveled around the country. The focus is on helping black men in all areas of their lives. Joining me here in the studio to talk about it, Dr. Abdul Halim Muhammad and Jamel Johnson, the Executive Director of African American Make Wellness Agency. Glad to have you both here on The Factor Uncensored. Now, when we talk about all aspects of their lives, yes, Jamel, what are we talking about specifically?
Yes, sir. So we're talking about everything that makes a man whole. So mind, body, and soul. And so with the African American Male Wellness Agency, our main focus is health and wellness. But for a man to be healthy, he needs to be financially healthy. He needs to be mentally healthy. We even have a fatherhood initiative where we are encouraging our fathers, one, to be in the house, but then not to just be in the house, but be in the lives of their children. And then we have a research aspect where we look at why the disparities that black men face every day happen every day. So it's really our approach to make sure that we are addressing everything that plagues a black man, but not just bringing awareness to it, but trying to find some solutions.
And Dr. Muhammad, obviously you have been out there dealing with black men, black women, and there are a lot of obstacles black men face.
Absolutely. Everything from education, nutrition, you name it. And the number one cause of death for black males between like 14 and 44 is homicide. It was that in 2017, is that in 2022. And the thing that's interesting, Isaiah, is that 50% of all the people that died of COVID, according to the Houston Health Department, had diabetes. And so we have to look at these factors. So a lot of it has to do with, again, our diet, our lifestyles, which are really death styles. There are things that we do to in a sense, to assuage our pain, our frustration. We drink, we eat. We do a lot of things, we smoke, we do a lot of things that are not healthy. And so what we want to do at this walk is we have free screenings that'll start at 7 a.m. And what will happen is that there are things that men are dying of that are preventable. So oral diseases, things of that nature. So they'll be checking for their glucose, they'll be checking for prostate cancer, they'll be checking for high blood pressure, hypertension, and all of these things that we are susceptible to, so we can prevent them. Because a lot of times, Isaiah, what we'll do is we'll drink a ginger ale, we'll take a Tylenol, and maybe we'll take a little Robitussin, and then to try to ignore that pain. And our wife or our significant other has to make us go to the doctor, and by that time it's stage 3 something, stage 3 prostate cancer, stage 3 colon cancer. We can prevent a lot of these things if we would just go and get checkups.
Now, Dr. Muhammad, if you were from the South, you said a BC powder. But you're from the East Coast.
So he said Tylenol.
But how do you make people take that first small step? And that first small step could be this walk, which could put you on the path to healthiness in dealing with, your physical condition.
Right. And I think one of the things that we can do to make people take that first step is to make them aware that that step not only impacts you, but it impacts everybody around you. Because just as Dr. Muhammad said, when we do finally get to the doctor, it's stage 3, and for some instances it's stage 4. But I always say that it's a very selfish decision not to take care of yourself, because in that moment when you finally find out or you pass, now that issue that you could have addressed becomes somebody else's issue. And so now you have immediately impacted the house. The flow is gone. The wife has to step up and has to have a dual role, or you have Junior to have to step up and quote unquote be the man of the house, when we could have been on the front ends to fix it. So to your point, I think really just looking at it, and my wake up is my old man, my dad. I called him on my way here. I said, Dad, I'm gonna be on Isaiah. He said, well, tell him I said hi. So Isaiah, he said hi, Arthur Joe.
Hi, Dad.
But he told me, he said, man, you don't want to live your life, man, paying that insurance policy, and you die too soon. And some other man is laying in your bed spending your money. Wow. That makes me want to go to the doctor, man.
And you know what? What's important and struck a chord with me, it's selfish not to take care of yourself.
It's selfish.
And what we're going to have is we're going to have the largest outdoor barbershop. You see, the barbershop is a safe place for the black man. This is where we talk about sports, we talk about religion, we talk about relationships. And so this is what this walk is going to be, so we can have a chance to be together and bond. It's like the Million Man March, but in a smaller way. That's what we want to do. We want to bring the men together, and we're getting the women. The women get homeboy and them out of bed and get them there.
Really quick, give us the specifics. When and where?
Okay, the Texas Southern University will be on the Tiger Walk. The screenings will start at 7 a.m. and the walk will start about 9:30. But if you want to volunteer, come on out there at 5, 6 o'clock set up, or come at 12 when we're breaking down, or during the day you can always help and volunteer and be a part of the walk.
And that's this Saturday.
That's this Saturday.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back.